Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him, stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure. I'm talking Jake Paul, make sure that he's not in the way of those punches.
I think Jake Paul, shout out to Jake Paul. He's a great guy. He's very dedicated to the sport. So I think he knows what it takes to be Mike Tyson. But Mike Tyson's always Mike Tyson. Like you said, people don't have a plan until they get punched in the face.
Boxing experts are split on the upcoming Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. While Tyson's power and experience are seen as major advantages, concerns about his age and endurance persist. Roy Jones Jr., who sparred with Tyson in 2020, still views his power as unmatched. On the other hand, younger boxers like Ryan Garcia believe Jake Paul could have the upper hand in stamina, potentially giving him an edge in longer.
Of Jake Paul as a boxer.
He's a good little fighter, but he only has 10 fights. That's considered an amateur in our field.
A novice boxer, absolutely. And with that in mind, I mean, you are famous for saying that everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. What are you anticipating when you punch this young man in the mouth?
I see him running around, and I have to catch him.
Nice left hook. Up.
It was good for today. Yeah. I truly believe.
You sure?
Yeah, me
yes.
too.
Sure?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. You sure? Yeah. Put me to right?
Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I got a lot in me.
Work, boy.
Just getting started.
Mike Tyson's reaction could be quite mixed, potentially affecting both his career and how the public sees him. On one side, if Paul manages to defeat a boxing legend like Tyson, even in his later years, it would boost Paul's reputation, showing he has real skill and determination. It would be a major step up for him in the boxing scene, proving he can hold his own against a big name. For many fans, this could highlight how committed he is to the sport. A win like this could grow his audience and open doors to more high-profile matches, helping shift his image from internet star to serious boxer.
I don't know how I feel about it. Is it going to be like the Roy Jones, like a glorified sparring match? I don't know what it does for Jake. Like, Jake, if you knock out the biggest legend in boxing of all time, do we think the hate goes up or down? So I don't get the upside for Jake in this.
Tyson has shown pride in the way he's prepared for this fight, especially after being away from competitive boxing for so many years. Roy's remarks highlight Tyson's deep dedication to the sport, emphasizing that his training isn't just a trip down memory lane, but a genuine effort to return to his top-level performance.
The strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impresses me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there. He's not getting. I can sleep now at night. This is great.
My mother died when I was 16. I wonder if she came back to life, would she know who I am?
What's that?
My mother died at 16. If she came back to life, I wonder if she recognized me.
Yeah, she would. She would.
Yeah. Difference between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is knowing. Wisdom is doing.
Yeah.
You know it, but I don't know. But
here's what I say. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Now I tell people.
Today is a gift.
Listen to me.
The present.
You can have kids. They can love you, but they can f*** up. But if they respect you, they don't f*** up. Respect is everything. I don't want people to love me, respect me. And I say people can jump.
Tyson's incredible power and speed, particularly in his younger days, are highlighted by Egan's reflections on his prime. These comments serve as a reminder of Tyson's exceptional talent and suggest that even now, despite his age, he could still pose a serious threat in the ring.
Relax, next what I look into the ring, and Mike's pacing the ring and his shirt off. His body, his physique was incredible. His biceps, his chest, his neck, incredible. I hadn't seen him stripped to the waist. Yeah. And I'm thinking, that's not the same 17-year-old boy I met yesterday. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I ran with this morning. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I sat next to on the minibus getting here. Yeah. Then Cuss pointed to one of the big men to get in. He was knocked spark out. I tell people, I say it all the time, I ruined a good pair of underpants at that moment in time. I shit myself. There's no way a 17-year-old should have that power. He knocked a couple more out. I got in, I got battered for 3 minutes, got out. A couple more got in, then I was back in again. I'd done 6 minutes with him that day. But the madness in me, George, because I do believe fighters have to have a little bit of madness in them. Because I took some serious punishment off that man over 2 years. He made me cry so many times. But psychologically, I believed if I could take Mike Tyson's punishment, I could take anybody's punishment. Because he was such a power puncher. He used to speak to my mum on the phone regular. Oh, Mrs. Egan, chatting away, and she'd say to him, oh, Mike, thank you so much for looking after my son. But he was minding me as well. Even though he was battering me, he was minding me. I remember one time when Sugar Ray Leonard came to the gym. He came to the gym on 2 occasions while I was there. And Mike wanted to impress Ray Leonard because he was in awe of Sugar Ray Leonard, like a lot of fighters are. And Mike savagely beat his sparring partners this day.
Tyson's 2020 match with Roy Jones Jr. offered fans a look at what he's still capable of, even in retirement. Jones Jr. acknowledged Tyson's incredible strength, pointing out that his punches remained extremely powerful despite the age gap between them. Although it wasn't a full contact fight, the bout proved that Tyson's raw power and core strength are still very much present.
What did you tell me? What happened when you did the exhibition? What did you feel about Tyson when you did the exhibition with Tyson?
Mike Tyson's still the strongest puncher that I've ever been in the ring with, ever. At 55 at the time, now I think he's 57, about to be 58. He's still the strongest puncher I've ever been in the ring with. First time he hit me in my chest, I feel like a mule had kicked me in my chest. So if he hits anybody on the chin with a shot like that, they're going either out or they're going down, especially guys that are not used to being hit like that. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of people like Evander Holyfield and Lewis, these guys are bigger and they can take it, but Jake Paul, I don't think he's going to be able to take that. It might hit him on the chin like that. We'll see, but it's going to be tough.
Do you think that Mike Tyson was going all out with you, or do you think that he was like a sparring session? I know it's hard.
I think he went all out to the body. I don't think they went. They told us we better not be out there trying to take each other's head off, or they're gonna stop. So you couldn't go out to the head, but to the body you could. And to the body, he was throwing some vicious body shot.
Wow. So Jake, I just seen Jake yesterday, and he was 230 pounds. He looked kind of big. Yeah, he was 230, right? I was like, damn, you big. Like, really big.
That can make it interesting then.
So, and then he said that he feels as fast.
Tyson's physique has been described as intimidating, with Rogan highlighting his muscular build and rigorous training routine.
Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight, because that was Mike Tyson before he won the title. It was ABC Wide World of Sports, and Joe Frazier had been talking about Tyson, that if he was in his prime, he'd beat Tyson. And so he had his son fight Tyson, and it was an execution. It was an execution.
Is that the one in Atlantic City where it lasted 1 round?
1 round. Hey, let's watch it, because it's one of my favorite fights to watch Tyson, because it's Tyson in his prime where he was terrifying. He was so fast, and he would do angles, and he was bobbing and weaving. You couldn't hit him, and he was just coming at you. He was young. He was 20 years old at the time. He couldn't be stopped. No one had the solution. And I submit that Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson that won the title against Trevor Berbick, the Mike Tyson that beat Larry Holmes, I think that Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight of all time. I don't think anybody fucks with him. He didn't maintain that form, and he wound up losing to Buster Douglas. And I look at fighters when they're in their absolute prime, like what have you ever seen that was better than this? And with Mike Tyson, I've never seen anybody better. I've never seen any fighter, even Ali in his prime, even Ali when he was Cassius Clay. I never saw anybody who looked like Mike Tyson in his prime.
His belief in Tyson's physical condition gives some fans hope that Tyson could hold his own, even when facing a younger fighter like Paul.
It's an execution. It was just a matter of Mike Tyson closing the distance. This Mike Tyson, as fast as he was, as hard as he hits, I maintain he's the greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest heavyweight ever. Like that Mike Tyson, those fights were, you wanted to see executions. You didn't think anybody was going to beat him. Everybody he fought looked like they were about to die when they were in that ring.
The matchup between Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer, and Tyson has sparked huge interest. Combination of Paul's online fame and Tyson's iconic legacy has people eager to see how they'll perform in the ring. It's an unusual crossover that's capturing the attention of both longtime boxing fans and a newer, younger audience.
I'm going to do my talk, and I'm going to talk my but I'm ready to fight.
Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt still?
I feel a lot better now.
I love Mike, I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this out, and we're gonna see who's dead. We will see who's dead. We will see who's dead, Mike. We will. They'll never give me credit. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. If I was walking on water, they would say it's because I couldn't swim.
I'm gonna you up. Come up.
I know all of these things. He has one punch knockout power. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time. On November 15th, all the haters wrong, all of these YouTuber hillbillies wrong.
Yeah, here we go. Andrew. Due to Tyson's age, he expressed that stepping into the ring with him would feel disrespectful, given Tyson's legacy and the significant age gap. Tate's remarks highlight the ethical concerns of matching a younger fighter against a legendary former
like Mike Tyson. Again, no, because he's now old. And I would be an absolutely tragic shame to knock out an old version of his prime self. That doesn't feel fair, you know? Prime Tyson would have ripped me apart in a boxing match. It's his rule set, and he was Mike Tyson. He would have beaten me, so to beat him when he's past his prime just feels dishonorable, and I'd feel dirty for doing that. So there's no amount of money on the planet that could convince me to fight.
Tyson's training